winner at the weigh-in, we had a face-off, and he's dancing because he loves the limelight. He don't care about his son. He just loves the limelight, and he's dancing. He come right next to me, and I thought, you know, let me just shake your hand, and I pulled him into a hug, and he put his hand like that up to me. I actually felt like I want to. And so when he tries to shake my hand tonight, I thought, I ain't playing your games, mate. I ain't playing your games. You know, and I thought to myself, no, I don't even think I'll speak to him again because I find he's the right prat. He's an idiot.
We've done something that no one's ever done before and no one's ever going to do again. And, yeah, he should be proud. He gained my respect from the first fight. You know, it's, you share a ring with a man for 12 rounds or 24 rounds now, of course you have that respect for him.
Moreover, Conor Benn explained that he told Chris Eubank Jr. he wouldn't offer any warm or emotional speech because he genuinely didn't like him and still didn't see him as his type of person. However, he admitted he was glad they were able to share the moment together. Benn added that he never pretends to like anyone, and he and Eubank are simply very different men, which he believes is completely fine.
I'm gonna give you that after fight spill. I don't like you, but yeah, like not my cup of tea, but like I'm happy we could do this together. Like not don't like you, like you're not my cup of tea. Still, like I'm not gonna pretend like I love you.
You say to him you didn't like him?
Yeah, I don't because I don't fake things, but we're just very different, and that's completely fine. But I said to him, I've got the most respect for you. Do you know what I mean? For walking, we walk the same shoes. We had one hell of a fight, two hell of fights together. So for me, it was just a matter of, I'm not going to give you that. Everything I say, I mean it. You know, so when I think you're a bit strange, I think you're strange, I think you're a bit odd, not my cup of tea, and that's completely fine. We're grown men. Ain't going to hurt no one's feelings. You know, like sometimes I don't like you because you get on my nerves. But ultimately, you know, I think you're great at what you do.
Eddie Hearn described the performance as a clear and complete schooling, calling it a true masterclass. He acknowledged it wasn't as thrilling as their first encounter, but emphasized that Conor Benn executed the perfect game plan, staying sharp, composed, and fully focused from start to finish. Hearn reiterated that Benn is simply a far superior boxer to Chris Eubank Jr., adding that giving up 2 weight classes had always been a major issue. He also admitted that, even before the fight, he suspected this could be Eubank's final appearance, as the previous bout had taken so much out of him.
Just a complete drubbing, wasn't it? I mean, it was a masterclass performance. I know it wasn't as exciting as the first fight, but that's what he had to do. He just had to stay switched on, be composed, and just, I said, he's much better than Chris Eubank. I mean, the problem was giving away 2 weight classes, and Eubank, I said going into this fight, I think this will be Eubank's last fight, and I truly believe that. I think that last fight would have taken so much out of him. He's a very brave man, and he deserves a lot of credit, but he was just beaten by the much better boxer tonight. I mean, I don't think Frampton gave him a round. I think I gave him 1 round, and obviously if there was 10 seconds left of the fight, he would have stopped him. So massive win for Conor Benn. You know, move back down to 147 now and become world champion.
Johnny Nelson said Chris Eubank Jr.'s performance highlighted just how severely the weight cut had affected him in their first fight, noting that forcing a fighter down to a target weight doesn't guarantee they will function properly in the ring. He explained that Eubank looked as if he were moving in slow motion, while Conor Benn remained sharp, relentless, and completely in control throughout the bout. Nelson added that Eubank appeared to have nothing left to offer, much like in their first meeting, whereas Benn maintained his energy, pressure, and clear intent from start to finish.
Everything. The way Chris boxed there just showed you how hard making the weight was for him last time. The older he is, the way I could get you down to 2 stone. You might not be able to tie your shoelaces, but I can get you down. So even though he got down to it, you saw the effect of it there. It looked like a man walking in slow motion, in quicksand. Conor was all over him. Well deserved. Well deserved to the end. Chris had nothing to give. And that, you remember the last fight, Chris had nothing left to give. Conor did. The way Conor boxed, he did. He never left him alone. Ripped his heart out. He did the right thing.
What was the difference? Was Conor Benn better today, or has Chris Eubank Jr. deteriorated? What was the difference?
Both. They're both going. It's like a pendulum. Conor knew what he could do. Didn't think I'm not sure what I can get away with from the last fight. For Chris, the pendulum is, he's rinsed himself down that much, he's thinking he can do it again. As I said, anybody can get down to the weight, it's what you can do with the weight. Boxing's the worst place to be if you aren't going to put yourself at a disadvantage, because it's the only place you can legally get killed. And so what Chris did was, Chris depleted any advantage he had in the first fight. And again, in this fight here, what did he expect? Conor just had to put him under pressure, keep up the pace. He took the pace, made him work constantly. And when you make him work constantly, that's how he snatched it.
I think I've got a question for you. What next for both men? Start with Chris. What should he go up a weight, carry on fighting? What should he do next?
Listen, I think Chris doesn't love our sport. He's a very wealthy, comfortable man. Do not be surprised if Chris says, nah, I'm not having any of this. He's not interested. For Conor, I'll be surprised if he gets back down to 147. He'll do 145, 154. But if he does, he does. But you know what? This is his little bit of special. This meant not just about money, it meant success as well. So for Conor, I'm glad for him. Deserved.
Thompson said he felt genuinely relieved and grateful that the fight was finally over, noting that Conor Benn had to make important adjustments for the rematch and executed them flawlessly. He explained that Benn followed the game plan, moved sharply, boxed intelligently, and stayed disciplined throughout. Thompson added that Eubank was fortunate the final round bell saved him, as the fight was close to being finished. He praised Benn for remaining calm, avoiding recklessness, and securing a clear, well-deserved victory.
Thank God it's over. Listen, like I said in the press conference Thursday, Conor had to make adjustments when he fought Chris in the return. And I felt like he made the adjustments, he stuck to the game plan. His feet was good tonight, his boxing ability was good tonight. You know, and he was fortunate for Chris that bell went in the last round because it was virtually over then. But he won so clearly and he boxed smart. Didn't lose his head and swing punches all over the place, and I'm really proud of him.
So it was a completely different fight, obviously, from the first fight. Is that what Conor Benn had to do just to make sure, and it was a comfortable victory in the end, but to fight that way, to make sure, regardless of whether it was as exciting as the first one, just get the job done?
Yeah, of course, and you know, we had the game plan. And he stuck to the game plan, and he won convincingly, and that's all it's about, is getting a win at the end of the day. I mean, the icing was nearly on the cake in the last round, but listen, I'm proud of him. He boxed smart with a cool head, and he won the fight convincingly.
But that's it now with the Benn Eubank saga. It's all over. No trilogies, it's done now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it now. It's all done. I mean, Conor's next step will be dropping down to 147 and trying to claim the world title, and obviously he wants to emulate Nigel of being a world champion, so his next fight will be down at his natural